I've reviewed your motion to dismiss on the alternative transfer, but you are entitled to hear on that. I think just a couple of thoughts on it. This is your initial appearance, whether you plead guilty or not guilty, obviously, by looking at your motion or by viewing your motion and your dismissal of the alternative transfer that you are obviously pleaded not guilty. So I don't know that I even need to ask you that, but I do want to rule on the motion. Anytime a motion is filed, a pretrial motion is filed, I always like to get those done in advance, because it's bad if you show up on the court, the actual day that you have the trial, and if those motions are denied or granted, then sometimes it's not even necessary to have a court date.
It's the story of my life. I've had 3 other courts that I haven't gotten any kind of rulings on my motions, and apparently, Your Honor, because I don't have a bar number, I don't get taken very seriously.
Well, I mean, it's again, you filed in the proper form. You did get it filed, and that's all you have to do here. You filed a written motion. I've reviewed all the allegations that you have. It kind of speaks for itself. It was a very lengthy motion, so I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to it. I would say that what I'm going to do is I'm going to deny your motion at this time, as I do all. It doesn't mean that it will be finally denied. You can certainly feel free, and you may know this already, to renew your motion once we have a hearing date on this, trial date. This is merely your initial appearance date. I'm going to deny your motion at this time for dismissal, and we're going to trial, and I'm going to give you a date. This is for a remote hearing, just like we're doing now. We're trying to keep everyone safe. You got counterclaim here. Yeah, I think it's going to be good, but I'm going to dismiss it. Deny your motion to dismiss at this point. I'm going to obviously, you can renew that motion again on the trial date, and we're going to give you a Zoom trial date. We're trying to set these trial dates on a date that where you don't have to wait, as we did the date in the middle of the date and court date, and it's a date and time. So hold on just 1 second.
Okay. Your Honor, if I may, how can I ever get a fair trial without a jury in municipal court? It being the particular type of accusation.
Hold on just 1 second. January 14th, that's your understanding. Yeah, that's going to have been time at this point. It's January 14th at, I'll do it at 1 o'clock. All right. We're going to mail you continuous chat. I didn't mean to interrupt you, Mr. Reardon. It's going to be January 14th at 1 o'clock. It'll be a Zoom hearing. We'll have the attorney here. I'll hear your argument. I'll look at your motion to dismiss again, and again we'll take it from there. I know you're familiar with the court system. You said you've been in some other courts, so you kind of know how it works. I don't really have an answer for you if you feel like you're not getting a fair shake on it. But we don't have juries here. They have juries in justice court, but you're not entitled. No one's entitled to a jury.
Your Honor, that's why the whole, in the alternative to transfer, I'm wanting to move this to circuit court in order to get a fair trial via a jury of my peers. And I find it highly prejudicial and even offensive, constitutionally offensive, to have to stand trial before my accuser as my jury.
And I do take note of that point, and I did see that you had that motion to transfer in there as well. So I'm going to deny that motion to transfer again. I will transfer cases if the law says, if I believe that they need to be transferred, I can do that to justice court. But in this case, at this time, I'm not transferring it, and I will take note of your remarks. Again, you'll feel free to make the same arguments again if you need to, or if you feel like you want to on this other day. And you've always got, whatever decision I make, if there's a finding of guilty, obviously you always have the right to appeal my decision to the county court of DeSoto County, and then that you are entitled, according to the judge, you may be entitled rather to a 6-person jury to hear your arguments at that point, or to hear your case at that point. So
that's
it'll be a Zoom court meeting.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to appeal it though, because I feel like it's just dragging it out. It doesn't need to get drug out all this time. And I can't, Your Honor, you know as well as I do, I can't get a fair hearing in front of the accuser, that is presiding over the case.
Well, again, you can make those arguments, obviously, and if you, whatever appeal, steps you need to take, you can certainly do that. That's up to you. But as I said, I'm overruling your motion at this point, and I'm dismissing your counterclaim because of a lack of jurisdiction. And we'll send an order out to you, a formal order in writing. It tells exactly what I did, where you'll have it. And then again, you can take whatever steps that you feel like you need to between now and your next court date.
Okay, Your Honor. One other thing, I've asked on 3 separate occasions for a simple, complaint, criminal complaint or a civil complaint. I don't know if this is civil or criminal. I've yet to be served anything. And I've asked now 3 separate occasions for a crime bill. Just simply a complaint to be sent to me to be able to read the affidavit, read the crime. And in all 3, they've been ignored.
Well, are you saying that you don't have a copy of the affidavit yet?
I don't have a copy of the affidavit, no.
Okay, we can get that to you. Your prosecutor, you've requested discovery. Of course, the rules state he's got 30 days to respond to you, but he's going to be doing that and responding to the discovery. He's the one handling your case, and I understand what you're stating, and I'll make a note here of your request again verbally, even though I think you've requested it before. You said so. We'll have a response to you certainly before the court date, and we will see you on that court date.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.